Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. How I love you all so, and thank you so very much for following me on my journey. Now then, I hope that you're all having the most super duper time wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any of my passers-by out there, okay? So I hope that you're all super duper well, my little babies, and once again, that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So, much love to you all, my delicious babes. Now then, 3, 2, 1, beam me up. There we go. What's happened to my juicy little lads? Oh, they're not going very bright, are they? Mind you, the room's rather dark today. It was sun shining earlier in my neck of the woods in the old UK, my delicious little babies. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out my lights. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yes. They're a lot brighter now, everybody. Mind you, I've got me all, you know, because it's missing the H, okay? So, to everybody else out there, my delicious babies, no sarcasm involved. It means hull, okay, in the UK. Okay, now then, so there's a few things I want to say before I start my quick reads, okay? Now, you know, some may wish to listen, and of course, you know, some may not. You know, like I say before, and I've said it again, it's like horses for courses, isn't it? You know, some may want to listen and some may absolutely just have no interest at all. But I'm not worried, because with me, I just love to just talk to the camera and talk to all of my wonderful and delicious little babies out there. Now then, so I'm going to make a start. So number one, right, so yes, I mean, I am going to have a slight moan about this, but as everybody knows me by now, a moan a day keeps the doctor away. Yes, it does, okay? So I went down, you know, to the shop, right, to go and get my milk, right? And so with me, I'm allowed to take my beautiful Ruby Tuesday in with me, right? So they just allow me to. They're so beautiful there, okay? And, you know, there are Indians who own the shop, okay? But they're just so beautiful. Do you understand what I mean? A wonderful and delicious family. In fact, their dear son, you know, he's just got married. Oh, they're a beautiful couple. Do you understand what I mean? They're so super duper delish. Anyway, so let's fast forward. So the young lady behind the counter, she was asking me about tarot, which is what I do, tarot readings. And she said, it's not something that she normally practices, you know, because obviously, you know, she's of a different religion. She's not part of their family, by the way. She works there, okay? And anyway, so we were having an interesting conversation, okay? Myself and herself, right? Then this woman comes in, everybody, right? And you see me, you know, I'm always, usually, it takes an awful lot to put me in a bad mood. I can tell you that now, right? It really, really does. But when I am in a bad mood, I'm in a really bad mood, okay? So everybody also knows that with me as well, okay? But it's a rarity that ever happens, okay? So she came in. I mean, she's a lot taller than me. I mean, I would have said, I mean, I'm 5'2" and a bit. The bit's very important, right? But I'm talking, she must have been about easy 6 foot. Do you know what I mean? So she's as tall as a man. Do you know what I mean? As a bloke. So she took one look at my beautiful little ribs. And she stepped back. She said, I do not like dogs. Like that. I mean, I personally do not even like to call them little doggies, you know. I prefer, because she, you know, she's my little daughter. Do you understand what I mean? And for others out there, you know, they have a little boy, little animal. It's their little son, isn't it? So then she, you know, so anyway, so at this point, everybody, I'm usually, like I said, I'm usually very calm and collected. Do you understand what I mean? But, so I said, oh. I said, you do not like doggies? She said no. And then she followed it, everybody, by saying, I only like cats. I'm a witch. Huh? Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, so you felt the need to explain to me that you only like pussycats and that you're a witch. See what I mean? Ding, ding. She said, and I read tarot. You know, all very to me, everybody, right? So just to let you all know, my delicious little babies, right? At this point, I thought, you know what? I thought very nicely now. I thought either you like a bear with a sore head and you've got out the wrong side of the bed this morning. I thought, or you're just blatantly being flipping damn rude and flipping nasty towards me and my beautiful little baby Rubes. Do you see what I mean? So I said, well, and I excused myself with the dear lady behind the counter, you know, because I was brought up with good manners, unlike, obviously, your woman there. So I said, well, I too am a tarot reader. I said, plus a qualified angelic healer. I said, and one more thing I'd like to just mention to you, and this is to your woman there, who stood there, not in here at the shop. I said, and one more thing I'd like to just say to you. I said, I absolutely love and adore animals. I said, in fact, I said, they're better than man and woman. Rewind and start again. I said, they're better than man and woman out there. I said, you get me? Anyway, she took it upon herself to walk the other way around the shop just so that she didn't have to walk past myself and my beautiful little Rubes. Do you understand what I mean? Then she's shaking her head as she's walking out. Do you see what I mean? But she heard what I said anyway, which I did. I said to the lady behind the counter and she heard what I said. And I turned around to the lady behind the counter and I said, it's that type of woman that I do not like. And she heard what I said, all right. And as she's walking out the shop, she's like this. But the point I'm making, everybody, you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what's the point to what Mia's just said? Well, I'll explain to you what the point is. When I was otherwise, and my beautiful and delicious little Rubes was having a delicious early morning, you know, walk and go to the shop just to go and get milk. And then that is the type of, shall we say, well, it's a type of reception that you receive, isn't it, really? Well, it's not very nice, is it, everybody? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Now, I had the same problem, and this is what I need to explain to everybody. I used to do, you know, psychic fairs and, you know, where you have a selection of different readers. I've said something similar to this on a previous video months ago. Where you called in, you know what I mean? Because you need to have a selection of readers, because when you're doing like a fair like that, do you know what I mean? And everybody likes to, you know, go for whoever they're drawn to. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Well, this is not the first time I've experienced this, and especially with your woman there. And by the way, just to let you know, everybody, no, I would never in a million years, if your woman there was the last woman on this earth, I would never have a reading with her. Do you understand what I mean? Because she clearly is not a nice woman. Now, this is what leads me to say that you, of course, in our readers' world, okay, I'm not saying it's about everybody, because I have met some absolutely beautiful and banging, bang, bang, bang readers in my time. I really, really have, you know, right? But when I used to do these psychic fairs and so forth, right, I used to find that other than, say, one other, who is usually a male, that nobody else would speak to me. Do you see what I mean? And, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, everybody, this is nothing new. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because what it is, what they fail to realise is, and I do not care, you know, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, just loved us the truth. The fact of the matter is that it's like, it's a bit of a competition. Do you understand what I mean? Like how many get so many coming to them. Do you see what I mean? It just so happened with me that I always seem to get the most. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I'm not banging my own drum there, everybody. I'm stating facts, right? So, of course, in turn, nobody would speak to me. Do you see what I mean? And so this is just nothing new to me. And it's all about competition, do you know what I mean? So the way I'm seeing it is, if I was in the middle of a conversation with a young lady behind the counter, which I was having a conversation, do you understand what I mean? Then your other woman is stood there, right, to take it upon herself to say what she said to me. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Well, straight away, I felt that, everybody, as negative energy. So she's a very negative woman. So therefore, if she's in that mode and somebody gets on a dog and bone and calls her for a reading, well, guess what? The best thing that she can do is not to do one. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Because I've met many of her before. Believe me when I tell you that one. Do you see what I mean? Now, this is something else I want to mention. Yes, I have. That, I mean, you know, it's like when somebody will say, oh, I'm a witch. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Okay? So, well, this word just seems to be sort of tossed around. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? It seems to just be tossed around like, oh, I'm a witch, oh, I'm super duper special. Do you understand what I mean? See, it's awfully dark in here, isn't it? You never know. My beautiful dear little spirit guides may decide to turn up the lighting shortly, okay? But there we go. It's time to slightly go. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit. Thank you, right? So, I love you. Right, so anyway, so you see, this witch business... Now, I'm going to be honest with you, everybody, right? And I'm going to be truly honest with you now, because I know an awful lot about this. No, I do not know everything, because nobody knows everything, okay? And I always stand by my belief there, right? But I know enough to know, okay? Now, you see... If you want to go down that road, anybody, I'm not talking about my delicious little babies out there or my delicious little passers-by. But I could have stood there and educated that woman, and that's not being insulting, by the way, when I said that, right? Or, do you know what I mean? I could have educated her, you see, because it clearly seemed to me like your woman there needed, ding, some education. Do you see what I mean? But the top two in the world, everybody, where you have got what you call serious witches, and they really, everybody, do not flipping ramp. Now, your top one is Africa, right? And the second one is Romania. See? Ding. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And believe you me, if anybody had a flipping spell put on them, sorry. I'm getting all tongue-tied on this video for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Anyway, so I do apologise, everybody. But if anybody was to have a flipping spell put on them from somewhere in flipping Africa or in flipping Romania, well, let me tell you something. You soon flipping know. Let me tell you. I'm not talking about yourselves, my delicious little babies, the hour and lighter. Soon find out. You see what I mean? So I would pretty much say there that your woman there, well... She obviously felt most highly of herself, you see, to call herself a witch. Do you see what I mean? So, anyway, I just thought I'd mention that, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I could say many things, but I'm not going to say. Do you see what I mean? I do not feel the need to say it. No, I do not. But put it this way, we shall leave it there. So at the end of the day, so that's number one that I wanted to discuss. So I'm awfully sorry, everybody, if everybody just thinks I'm having a moan. Well, I am having a moan about it, because your woman there, she didn't have any right to be spiteful towards my beautiful little rubes. Do you know what I mean? Mind you, if she had gone further, I tell you, she would have got the flipping raw end of my tongue, and she would have remembered my flipping face for the rest of her flipping life. Ding. Believe me when I tell you that. So I don't care how tall she is anyway, how tall, how short. You know what I mean? How large or small, I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? But it was better that she went through the exit when she did, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, so that's it. So I'll just say it the way it is. Do you know what I mean? Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear God, loves the truth, our dear Creator. Now then, so that's that situation here. So what it is this. So we've also been hearing about, and by the way, sorry, just one more thing to let you all know, everybody, I do have a lot of Romani in my own family, so ding ding. It does originate actually from India and Pakistan anyway. Okay, so that's that, okay, but then you get where everyone's called, not everyone, sorry, but where they're called Romani gypsies. Well, I mean, I would agree with a lot of, do you understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I have moved a number of times in my life, a lot, as you all very well know, if you heard my video, right? So that's nothing new to me, you know what I mean? If you just need to lift a wardrobe and just be done with it, do you know what I mean? You get it all sorted in super duper quick time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So it doesn't bother me at all. Anyway, so now we're going on to, so we're back to this again, aren't we? With the putrid flipping Boris Twat Johnson. And of course, even though you've got the Sunak and the flipping Truss, yes? And then see what they're trying to do, and I can see what they're doing, everybody. See, there we go, ding, ding. And we can see what they're doing, right? So what they're trying to do is mess with the public's minds. Do you see what I'm saying? This is exactly what they're doing. But at the same time, I mean, if we look at the news and we take a look at the news, right? Well, the fact is, and it doesn't matter what site you go on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's BitChute, whether it's Odyssey, whether it's Telegram, whether it's Locals, whether it's Brand's NewTube, whether it's, what's the other one that I was going to say? TikTok, right? Well, the news, I suppose, keeps everybody going, doesn't it, really? Do you know what I mean? So, some will get some likes, ding, 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 ding. Do you see what I mean? And they just build it up that way, So at the end of the day, I mean, and some of them are flipping hilarious, though. I mean, I do not care what anyone tells me, everybody. Do you understand what I mean? But some of that on our flipping TikTok is flipping hilarious. I find it funny anyway, do you understand what I mean? Because some of them have got super duper characters, Do you know what I mean? They're just so funny. Do you know what I mean? Not in any other way, but they are just hilarious. They've just naturally got a banging personality. Do you know what I mean? And they will just say, God love them, the way things are. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So, yes, so it seems that our putrid government, on a serious note, is keeping everybody talking, aren't they? Actually, I've seen a photograph of our Boris Twat Johnson. When was it? Yesterday with his missus. That Kerry. Carrie, isn't it? Carrie. Anyway. And, dearie me. I mean, I always say at the end of the day, live and let live. You know what I mean? Whether you're small, whether you're tall, whether you're little, whether you're large, however you want to rock and roll it, really. But when you look at the state of him, ding ding. I mean, look at him. I mean, he absolutely looks hideous. And not only that, but he's got a completely putrid personality to go with it. Yes, he has. I mean, some of the nasty, nasty things that he's said, there we go, see, ding ding, over the years. So nasty and spiteful. Do you see what I mean? But to even come out looking like that, do you know what I mean? Even somebody taking a photograph of him, well, he needs to be flipping ashamed of himself, the flipping state of him. And even the way that he dresses, I'm not being nasty or anything. Anyone can dress casually or anything like that. I'm not saying that, everybody, right? But what I'm saying is that, I mean, when you look at his dress sense, and he can have his shirt hanging half in, half out, it's something that you see at flipping school, isn't it, with the school bands? You know what I mean? When they've had a busy day, flipping running around, kicking a football and everything, you know what I mean? They've got the tie hanging down, they've got the flipping shirt hanging in and out, God love them, little teenagers and that. Do you understand what I mean? And, but this is more like school flipping business, is it not? Yes, it is. So, yes, and one final thing I'd like to say. So, yes, so everybody, like I say, just at this point in time, just please, everybody, just take. It's now just time to just not take any notice. Do you understand what I mean? Because they're trying to mess with everybody's flipping heads, and that's what they're trying to do. Do you understand what I mean with the old noddles? Do you know what I mean? So you just got to take the notice of it. I mean, to them, it obviously seems like a joke, but to everybody else who are living in the UK, well, this is not a joke, right? And there are tempers rising. There we are. So, ding ding, right? Now, one last thing I want to say, and I should have mentioned this actually a long time ago. And every time I went to keep mentioning it, because you all know what I'm like, I seem to forget what, I was flipping going to say. And then by the time that comes round, I've looked at something else and then I flipping forget to write it down. But what gets on my nerves, and I'm going to tell everybody now, right, it really flipping does, they started this years ago, didn't they, where it was like, you call, and it's like, and you get like this lady's voice or this gentleman's voice on the end of that, and they're talking like robots. Do you understand what I mean? But these days, if you need to call somebody, right, for any reason, I mean, it is true, and I can see how many get flipping narked over it. I've had many discussions over the years with my juicy and delicious and beautiful little friends over the years. Yes, I have ding ding about this, right? And you're on the dog and bone, and you're still sat there after 25 minutes waiting to get through to somebody. And then, of course, when they come on the flipping, and then you get a little bit of music, either it's classical. Actually, I do like flipping classical, and I do like opera. In fact, I like a variety of different music. Okay, but let me get back to the matter in hand. The point I'm making is, and then you'll get this. Then you'll go, if you go on www. Do you see what I mean? It's like, what I'm saying is, I should have said ding ding, I should have said this months ago. What they're doing is like they're doing everything to phase out the man and woman. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So that, so that you cannot get to talk to anybody about whatever it is that is concerning yourself and to do with whatever company or whatever you wish to talk to. Do you see what I mean? So I have only one thing to say to them, right? Either they try to do something to help the situation to make it easier for man and woman out there, or very nicely, they can F off very nicely. Do you see what I mean? And that's what I have to say about that. Now then, that's the whole of the video, everybody, but I just thought I'd just mention some things. Yes, I do get a little bit tongue-tied for some reason on this video, and I've no idea why. But I just got, most tongue-tied. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, and just one last thing. I always say that, don't I? Usually, I do forget occasionally. I was listening to our beautiful David Icke last night. Oh, we love David Icke. I love him. I just think he's wonderful and delicious. Okay, not in that way, everybody, right? But, I mean, he's been trying to tell everybody for years and years and years, hasn't he? So, ding ding. And thank dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator. And I even passed a lady when I took my beautiful little rubes out for another walk, and I passed two dear ladies who were sisters, who I do know. And she happened to say, she said, oh, you heard about David Icke? I said, yes. She says, yes. She said she's followed him for years as well. Do you see what I mean? So, yes, I was listening to him, and it was, he's just a really interesting gentleman. Do you understand what I mean? He's got a new book out now called The Trap. Yes, there we go, ding ding. The Trap. Like what they've had everybody in, well, for many, many, many decades. Yes. So I just thought I'd let you all know that as well. So if you go on to davidicke.com, then you'll be able to, if you wish to purchase his book, God bless you all. Do you understand what I mean? He's a wonderful gentleman. He's worked tirelessly. Yes, he's got irritable. But really, to tell you the truth, haven't we all got irritable at some point? Yes, we have, ding, ding. Do you understand what I mean? But when you're trying to get information out, and then you had so many years ago who just simply did not want to listen at all, do you see what I mean? Well, now you have got millions listening. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And anyway, that's all I want to say, really. So I like to mention our lovely David Icke. Do you understand what I mean? Because he is lovely. And of course, on my other videos every now and again, you know, please just continue because they're lovely and beautiful and delicious. Our wonderful Duran on YouTube, okay? And of course, you can find our lovely Duran, you know, and our lovely David Icke. You know, you can follow them on, well, you know, you'll see the older videos, you know, with lovely David Icke on YouTube, you know what I mean? But if you want to follow him, it's the website that I've just said. Plus, you can follow him on BitChute and other places like that. And with our lovely Duran, you can follow them on Locals, on Telegram, on Odyssey, on BitChute, and I do believe, I think so. Brand new tube, yes, ding ding, yes. I think you can follow them there as well. Anyway, so that's that anyway, my delicious little babies. So I've got nothing further to add, okay? I do apologise if I got tongue-tied. I've no idea why. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it anyway. And yeah, so that's it. So I've got nothing more to say really. And just to let you know, my wonderful and beautiful dear neighbour across the road, you know, when he lost his beautiful dear wife, he did do all that. And just to let you know, because I did say this on my previous video that I put up some days ago, that yes, he did go to the place where himself and his beautiful and oh God, love a beautiful dear wife, God bless her heart, where they went for the first date as well. So yeah, so when I got ding ding, yeah, I knew he'd go there, yes. So he went and done it all on that day. So I just thought I'd let you know. But I just wanted to keep the memory, do you know what I mean, on, you know, on one of my videos. I just wanted to, you know, to keep that memory. Do you understand what I mean? Because of course, you know, one day I'll move from here, one day, you know, he'll move on to pastures new, you know, with his life and everything, God bless him, you know, and we can only wish him so much love and happiness, you know, because he did lose, because he's only very young himself, and he did lose his beautiful dear wife at a very, very young age, and her life should never have been taken at all. No, ding ding, no. Okay, so that's the video, everybody. So I'll always love them. Beautiful neighbours, you know, could ever have wished to have. Do you understand what I mean? So anyway, on that note, everybody, before I start my quick reads, much love. Thank you for listening. Some of you may just think that I've just rambled on. Well, I do not. Because there's always something that I have to say about something. Do you see what I mean? So on that note, so much love to you all. Thank you for listening. God bless. Take care. Till the next video. Bye-bye.